whenever we see something unidentified next to ISS, we have to assume it's potentially dangerous.
There's footage and records of objects in the skies that we don't know exactly what they are.
Is it finally happening? Are we finally about to be visited by aliens? Or is NASA and the US government hiding something from the world? Deleted footage from NASA has come to light, which may finally reveal one of the biggest mysteries in human history. Are UFOs real? And if they are, why is NASA trying to hide them from us? Let's find out. The International Space Station, ISS, positioned approximately 250 miles above sea level, stands as a remarkable engineering feat, drawing astronauts globally. However, it's not only human interest that surrounds the ISS. There's another curious party: alien spacecraft. Frequently spotted hovering near the space station, these extraterrestrial entities raise questions about their intentions and activities. Surprisingly, there's concrete evidence this time, as previously deleted NASA footage has now been released, shedding light on the mysterious presence of these unidentified objects. On January 29, 2014, as the ISS quietly circled the Earth, its continuous 24-hour live video feed encountered an abrupt suspension. What added to the intrigue was the peculiar timing of this interruption, coinciding with the sighting of an unusual yellow elliptical-shaped object docked in close proximity to the ISS. Observers were taken aback by the sighting, as the object maintained a seemingly fixed position relative to the space station. However, before they could discern the nature of this enigmatic flying object, the live feed from the ISS suddenly went offline. The question arises: was the suspension of the feed merely a coincidence or a deliberate move by NASA to conceal the identity of the object? Immediately following the cessation of the live transmission, speculation ran rife in the media regarding the origin of the mysterious object. While some commentators dismissed it as nothing more than space debris, the size of the object should have raised immediate concerns if it were indeed a fragment of space junk. A large piece of debris in such proximity to the ISS would pose a significant threat. Yet, NASA's apparent lack of concern suggests otherwise. Furthermore, the observed movement of the object contradicts the notion of it being space debris. Traditional space debris orbits the Earth at an astonishing speed of 175,000 miles per hour, making it improbable for such objects to leisurely approach the station and remain stationary next to it. Another plausible conjecture is that the object might be a component of the existing infrastructure of the space station. However, a thorough examination provides no supporting evidence indicating that the entity was part of the station's schematic. Upon closer inspection, the shape seems to be affixed to the Russian docking port, raising the possibility that it could be the Soyuz spacecraft. The Soyuz spacecraft, inaugurated in 1967, continues to serve as a transport vehicle for trios of astronauts journeying to and from the ISS. Additionally, it plays a role in transporting essential supplies. While the notion that the yellow object could be the Soyuz spacecraft carrying Russian supplies is conceivable, the Russian space station has not officially acknowledged it. What becomes evident upon scrutiny is that the object captured on the feed bears no resemblance to the typical appearance of a Soyuz spacecraft. If it is not a Russian-sanctioned spacecraft docked on the Russian side, what could it possibly be, and does it have the requisite permissions for ingress? An alternate explanation proposes that the luminous object might be a lens reflection from the solar panels of the Soyuz spacecraft, or an internal reflection originating from the instrumentation within the window from which the video was captured. However, this explanation faces a significant challenge. The video shows the Earth moving beneath the object, casting doubt on the notion of a mere reflection. The other instances. The suspension of NASA's live transmission when the unusual object was observed suggests that it wasn't an ordinary occurrence. The ISS has consistently attracted attention from unidentified flying objects since its inception in space. Despite NASA's attempts to provide explanations, there have been numerous instances of unidentified objects approaching the space station closely. In another footage, clusters of luminous orbs were seen leisurely drifting past the orbiting space lab. This particular video was captured by a live camera affixed to the ISS, continuously broadcasting scenes from its surroundings throughout the day. A Reddit user clipped the footage and shared it on the social media site, gaining thousands of views. NASA attempted to rationalize the phenomenon by attributing it to fishermen luring Todorodes pacificus, a species commonly known as the Japanese flying squid, to the surface using bright xenon bulbs. However, this raises questions. Are these lights truly a result of squid fishing boat fleets, as NASA suggests? During a routine spacewalk for maintenance work on the International Space Station, flight engineer Peggy Whitson captured a video featuring a mysterious object that appeared to have an otherworldly quality. Unlike brief sightings commonly reported, this object was visible in the background for nearly the entire 7-hour spacewalk. The video gained significant attention on social media, sparking speculation about the origin of the enigmatic object. Was it a UFO observing Earth? This question echoes previous instances where NASA itself spotted a mysterious black object orbiting Earth in 1998 during the inaugural Space Shuttle mission to the International Space Station. Designated as STS-0887-2466, it was initially classified as space junk. However, experts questioned this classification and considered the possibility that it might be the legendary Black Knight satellite, a purported 13,000-year-old black alien satellite. The narrative of the Black Knight satellite traces back to Nikola Tesla, who claimed to have received radio signals from space during his 1899 radio experiments in Colorado Springs. He believed these signals were attempts by Martians to communicate with humans. The theory gained traction in 1927 when civil engineer and ham radio operator Jørgen Hals noticed an unusual quality in his radio signals. Every time he transmitted from Oslo, the signals unexpectedly returned moments later, leading Hals to believe he was witnessing an alien phenomenon. In subsequent years, Time magazine published a story highlighting the U.S. Navy's detection of an unidentified satellite, initially suspected to be a piece of Soviet spy technology. While it was later dismissed as a broken component of the Discoverer, an early U.S. photo reconnaissance satellite, believers in the Black Knight controversy found it challenging to accept this explanation. The saga of the Black Knight, with its roots in Tesla's pulsar signals, Hals's radio echoes, and Time reporting on a supposed secret U.S. government satellite, had amassed considerable evidence, according to proponents. The enigma of the Black Knight extends back to the early years of the space age, predating the era when people actively monitored the skies for satellites. These so-called black satellites manifested as unexplained blips on radar, and occasionally, ominous black shapes were witnessed hovering in the sky. One prevailing belief is that the Black Knight eludes detection through a cloaking device, allowing it to maintain its position without being easily spotted. Experts also assert that the alien satellite follows an unusual rotation around the Earth, traveling from pole to pole. As the Earth spins in that direction, every continent eventually passes beneath the spot where the Black Knight satellite is positioned. For now, without official confirmation from NASA or the US government, all we can do is speculate on the mysterious origins of this UFO. What do you think? Is NASA trying to hide the truth about aliens from the world? Please share your thoughts in the comments below.